third time's the charm. So this video was originally supposed to be a DJI 1 year later review, will I buy it again? And now it's turned into 1 year later crashing my drone into a lake, and now it's remembering DJI FPV system. Alrighty guys, so today marks 1 year of me actually owning the DJI FPV unit, and today we're going to be going on a little bit of an adventure, and I'm just going to be doing a little bit of recap of what I've thought, my pros and cons, and is it worth it to get a DJI FPV drone in 2022. If you guys are ready, come along with me, and yeah, let's get on the road. Alrighty, so we made it to the spot out here in Squamish. We're just in time for sunset, and yeah, we're gonna make a fire. Hopefully some of the clouds roll in so I can get some FPV shots through the clouds, but we'll see about that. Now we just gotta head down somehow. It's kind of a sketchy way down, but that's why it's fun. So, while coming here, there was a really beautiful sunset just behind me over there of the mountains. So I took my drone up and I was flying. It was so beautiful. The mountain was dead in the center. I can't even show it because I don't have any footage. It was so beautiful. There was like a golden crisp sunset going around it, and then my drone kept giving me these errors of that it just stopped going into manual mode and then kept going back into normal mode. So I kept switching it on and off, and it kept giving me these errors. And so I was like, okay, second battery done, I gotta go and take it home so I can, do a third round of this. It was so beautiful. And then all of a sudden I'm going down, and the height meter goes from 160 meters to 7.8, and then it was just black. But I was 4,000 meters away and it was fine, and then I was like 2,000 meters away and it gave me this error thing. So I tried to return it back to home and it's gone. So RIP to drone number one after a year of having it. So I guess I can do the review portion of this video then, huh? But first we make a fire. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the plan and just keep on reviewing the drone. Just because I don't have it doesn't mean I can't give it a review, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So
buying it again.
If I'm buying it again. But anyways, yeah, so earlier today I crashed it into the ocean just behind us, the Pacific Ocean, and that was really awesome. That was crazy. I love that. Such a great moment, such a great feeling, crashing in a drone. I spent 5 minutes thinking about it, and then I was like, I'm okay. I'll just get a new one, but it's just a drone. It's just a drone. So just wanted to talk about my whole year with the DJI FPV system, and like where I've flown it, what I've done with it, what I think of it, the pros and the cons, and will I be buying it again. So I got the drone pretty much exactly a year ago. When I first bought it, I just did a bunch of TikTok unboxing videos on there and didn't actually fly the drone because I was too scared, even though I had the analog system. But the analog system was so sketchy that I smashed up multiple GoPros trying to fly it. So I was like, I'm just not going to touch it. I'm just going to fly in the simulator for now and leave it be.
You spent months not flying it.
I spent months not flying it. So when I finally got the chance to fly it, I think it was around some of the mountain ranges out here in Squamish, BC. The very first time I took it out, I was immediately impressed with what it could do. Not only did I smack it into a glacier lake and it bounced up and just returned back to home to me, but the image quality, the way I could control the drone, what I saw in the goggles, it was just next level to anything that my analog could offer me. Yeah, over this whole year, I've flown it in desert, tropical environments. I've flown it in glacier mountains, in snow, in fog, not quite in rain yet, obviously. Yeah, it's been a really solid system. And talking about just the pros and the advantages of what this camera can offer, everyone knows the cookie cutter stuff of, the battery life is like 11 minutes long and like everything charges and like it can return to home, all super great. The number one thing that I love about this drone is that it's so durable. I have smacked it into lakes. I have bounced it off of like the pavement while flying it and trying to descend. I have crashed it into snow and have had it just like literally just bounce up and be totally fine. And
We even took it on a 7-day backpacking trip.
yeah, we even took it on a 7-day backpacking trip.
Fucking rugged.
Yeah,
Trails.
on really rugged trails, and I had it crushed in my backpack, and it was totally fine. Yeah,
Survived high tides too.
yeah, it survived high tides too, and other camera equipment just didn't survive. But yeah, super rugged piece of equipment and super durable. So that's the number one thing that I love about it. Of course, the battery life, the image quality, super great stuff. Everybody knows the standard stuff that the drone can offer, but now I'm going to be talking about the cons and the little disadvantages with the camera, which I think there's not too many. The number one problem that I had most of the time wasn't connecting the drone, wasn't the responsiveness of it, wasn't the gimbal stabilization. It was purely just the camera quality. And the camera quality that I'm talking about still shoots 4K, it's still all that, but the sensor on it is so small, is just not so great with low light. If you go anything above 200 ISO, you're gonna get unusable grain. And then if you're flying in the daytime, the sky's going to be blown out even if you're at 100 ISO. So you're going to need ND filters. And the ND filters don't come with the drone, so you're going to need to buy extra. And I would highly recommend ND filters. But really the only con about this drone is the camera. And that's why people strap on the GoPros. And they fly with GoPro Hero 9s, Hero 8s, whatever on top of it, just to capture that extra crisp image. And now with the hyper smooth that GoPro has, it's actually just so worth it to just do that.
But it's GoPro on top of the drone.
Yeah, put a GoPro on top of the drone. They have these 3D printed mounts, and they just, yeah.
Will that not increase like the weight or something?
It will increase the weight, but these GoPros are so light that it's just like,
I'd use those tiny DJI ones, the small square ones. Just put 2 of those on each side, make it VR.
maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we're onto something. Pros, super durable. Cons, camera image isn't that great. Even if you're flying, like, even if you got an ND filter on, there's still gonna be some unusable grain and like, yeah. But flying with GoPro strapped on top of it, highly recommended. That's what I'll be doing with my next drone. And so, which brings me to the final portion of the video, which is, will I be buying this again? And the answer is yes, because the drone is in the Pacific Ocean right behind me, and B, DJI hasn't released anything since. And I think the DJI FPV Air System 2, the second version of it, it's going to be just totally blowing it out of the water with all the features and the battery life and everything that it can do and the image quality. I think that's a major thing that they're upgrading, and obviously the design and the look of it.
DJI log, like D-log.
D-log, yeah, DJI log. Maybe they're putting that in the system, but I will be purchasing the DJI FPV Air unit again, and I look forward to flying it again. I'm gonna strap a GoPro on there and just be a great time with it, just like as I did this whole year, flying it in so many different places. And I can't wait to take it into all the places that I'm gonna be flying it in 2022. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and tell me about your drone experiences, any crazy stories you had of like flying the unit. And yeah, This has been a Remembering the DJI FPV Air Unit, and thank you for watching.
Well.
All right, see ya.